Barbara McClintock was a pioneering geneticist who discovered that genes can jump. Born in 1902 in Hartford, Connecticut, USA, Barbara was known as an independent child who was happy to be by herself, traits that stayed with her into adulthood. She had a huge interest in science and was encouraged by her father to go to college, despite her mother's fears that going to college would make young Barbara unmarriageable. Barbara received her BSc degree in botany from Cornell's College of Agriculture in 1923 and went on to receive a PhD in 1927, also in botany. After receiving her PhD, she remained at Cornell, continuing to study the genetics of maize. Even in the early stages of her career, Barbara was making a number of important discoveries about how genes and chromosomes work. One of her pioneering early projects was to develop a stain to see the chromosomes in maize. This helped with understanding how chromosomes behaved, including discovering that some chromosomes are always located near to each other, and this means that certain genes are usually inherited together. She published a paper in 1931 demonstrating that chromosomes can physically exchange segments of DNA. When studying the leaves of maize plants, Barbara noticed that some of the leaves had different colors and patterns. When she looked at the chromosomes in these leaves, she saw that certain loci in some chromosome had switched positions. She also investigated maize kernels, which also showed different patterns of colors, depending on whether and how these genes had been switched around in the chromosome. She discovered that this movement of genes could lead to mutations within the chromosome, and this could affect the function of the gene. The movement also had a role in switching genes on and off. This process is known as transposition, and genes with the ability to jump are called transposons or transposable elements. While people didn't agree with her on transposons, Barbara's talent and extraordinary body of work did earn her some personal recognition at the time, including being elected to the National Academy of Sciences at the young age of 42. Eventually, her work on transposons began to receive more recognition as techniques to study genetics improved and other scientists were able to confirm not only that transposons existed, but that they could be found in other organisms as well as maize. Transposons were found in bacteria and bacteriophage viruses, then in fruit flies. Eventually, it was confirmed that transposons happens in humans too. In 1983, at the age of 81, she received a Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine for her work on mobile genetic elements, that is, genetic transposition or the ability of genes to change position on the chromosome. McClintock became the first woman to receive an unshared Nobel Prize. McClintock spent her later years of post-Nobel Prize as a key leader and researcher in the field at Cold Spring Harbor Laboratory on Long Island, New York. McClintock died of natural causes in Huntington, New York on September 2, 1992 at the age of 90.